engineering applications. The first, energy storage and conversion. Energy can be stored in a number of different forms by various physical implements which have different characteristics with respect to storage efficiency, rate of energy transfer, and size. Physical implementation. Different as storage efficiency, rate of energy transfer, and size. This system can be also include a possible energy conversion that consists of a change of one from form of energy to another form of energy. Enable can also include a possible energy conversion that consists of a change of one from one form to another. These figures shows the various type of energy storage device: batteries, flywheels. Flywheel is a device to dissipate the energy. Target to carbon capacitors, project metal oxide capacitors, and DOE target ultra capacitor. B. Various type of energy storage. The first, we should describe the mechanical system. Kinetic energy storage as one second of mv2 and 1 second to I omega second squared. A flywheel stores energy and momentum in its angular motion. For example, a flywheel stores energy and momentum in its angular motion. In its angular motion, it is used to dampen out fluctuation arising from the single cylinder engine that otherwise would give an uneven rotational speed. Dampen out fluctuation. This storage is for a very short time. A modern flywheel is used to dampen fluctuation in intermittent power supplies, like a wind turbine, for example. It can be store more energy than the flywheel shown in the picture here. This picture shows an example of flywheel. Modern dampen vessels store more energy than flywheel. Let's say modern flywheel. In wind turbine, for example. A fraction of kinetic energy in air can be captured and converted in electrical power by wind turbines, or the power can be used directly to drive a water pump or other equipment. Potential energy storage is mgz, or for an spring x squared. V excess power is available. It can be used to pump water up to a reservoir at a higher elevation, and later can be allowed to run out through a turbine, providing a variable time shift in the power going to the electrical grid. Pump. Air can be compressed into pump. Pump water up to a reservoir at a higher elevation. And later can be allowed to run out through a turbine, for example, run out through the turbine and compressing and make an electricity. The other ways of the power storage or power conversion. It can be compressed into large tank or volume. compressed air in two large tanks or volumes using power during a low demand period. The air can be used later in power production when there is a peak demand. One form of hybrid engine for a car involves coupling a hydraulic pump motor to the driveshaft. When a braking action is required, the driveshaft pumps hydraulic fluid into a high-pressure tank that has nitrogen as a buffer. Then when acceleration is needed, the high-pressure fluid runs backward through the hydraulic motor, adding power to the drive shaft in the process. This combination is highly beneficial for city driving, such as for a bus that stops and starts many times. Hybrid hydraulic engines use the hydraulic system to accelerating for a special case such as buses, city buses, needs stop and start frequently. These pictures provide two types of a model flywheel and a wind turbine to conversion d'énergie. A modern flywheel and wind turbine to conversion the energy, stored energy, conversion the energy. The thermal system internal energy mu. Water can be heated by solar influx or by some other source to provide heat at a time when this source is not available. Similarly, water can be chilled at night to be used the next day for air conditioning process. A cool pack is placed in the freezer so that the next day it can be used in the lunch box to keep it cool. A cool pack is placed so this is a gel with a high heat capacity or a substance that undergoes a phase change. Water can be chilled at night to be used, for example, the next day for air conditioning process. A cool pack is placed in the freezer. Cool pack and freezer for use the next day. Anyway, the next application, electrical systems. Some batteries can only be discharged only. But other can be reused, discharged, and batteries reused with charging. Electrical application. Through many cycles of charging, discharging, a chemical process frees electrons on one of two poles that are separated by a electrotype. The type of pole and the electrical give the name to the batteries, such as zinc carbon batteries. Or lead acid batteries. Another type of batteries like nickel hydride or lithium-ion batteries. Or lithium-ion batteries are more expensive but higher energy storage, and they can provide higher hours of batteries, higher hours of energies. And the next one is chemical system. A chemical system where a chemical reaction can be made to operate under conditions such that energy can be stored at one time and recovered at another time. Various chemical reaction can be made to operate under conditions such that energy can be stored at one time and recovered at another time. Small heat packs can be broken to mix some chemical that react and release energy in form of heat. In other case, small heat packs broken to mix some chemical reaction to release energy. They can be glow sticks that provide light, a fuel cell, glow stick, fuel cell. Also, energy conversion device that convert the flow of hydrogen oxygen into a flow of water plus heat and electricity. High temperature fuel cells can use natural gas or methanol as the fuel. In this case, carbon dioxide is also a product.